welcome back to Chronicles of Andriesia. We are back for our third session. Thank you for coming back and joining us. We had a little bit of a break there last week, but it was well worth it. We had some fun hangout times were happening, some team building and team bonding stuff has happened. But we are back and are ready to jump into some more D&D. And we left things off on a very, very chaotic note a couple of weeks ago.
Not really.
We decided to have a heist, as Tanyth and Cassian were sent on a heist to go and get a painting that had details on the back of it of how to get to a magical artifact, an ancient artifact. So Tanyth was completely excited about this. Cassian kind of got roped into it. And as a result of what had happened in session 1, the rest of our crew kind of got roped into this, as Ori made a deal with Cassian to help them with the heist and to cause a distraction for them. And they would help out with his issues with his kind of boss, Oz, with the Clockwork Men, who Oz at this point probably doesn't even know if Ori's alive now since he burnt his shop a few weeks ago.
I think my time.
But we went and did the heist, and boy, oh boy, did things go wrong quickly. Tanyth and Cassian probably had the smoothest run of all. Things went completely fine. He went in, they got the painting, they managed to get by all the clockwork, like little monstrosities, thanks to Cassian's amazing persuasion rolls, dressed up as the Lord of the Manor.
We just talked smack to all the robots, basically.
Yeah, he convinced them all that he was Remender, the main elf that lives at the castle, at the mansion, and they all fell in line and it all worked out beautifully. On the outside of the building, however, things went horribly wrong for the other three. Seraphine Snow, our phenomenal bloodhunter fighter, had her biggest battle yet as she fought a spike pit. She jumped over.
This is how not to do a heist.
So right cat-like in her reflexes, climbing and jumping over the wall. Boom. Didn't failed the saving throw, fell into a spike pit, was almost killed. Dragged herself over to the mansion just in time to then drag herself back over the wall.
She said, "No, I'm out."
It's like, I gotta get out of here.
It just fades out.
On the other side, Ori and Syrax decided that they were going to cause a distraction and they were going to help with a buzzing noise that had been that was caused. They
at least accomplished something.
Yeah, almost killing Syrax, if you want to call that an accomplishment.
Hey, we distracted.
I mean, they did burn down half the compound, so
and chasing this noise-making thing that Ori was kicking about the yard, they went into the nearest building and they found a whole bunch of robots in there. And instead of just, seeing that they were all in sleep mode and going, "Oh, let's leave these alone," Ori decided to fiddle. And messed about with the technology and activated the entire room.
Not bad.
Then he proceeded to yell at Syrax, "Run!" spread his wings and flew away, leaving Syrax surrounded by all of them that were activated.
Oh gosh.
Oh, and then I, firebolt.
To his credit, he did come back, but he took a bit of a beating when he came back as well, but managed to drag Syrax's carcass out of there and revive him on the outside of the of the manor walls. So, yeah, Cassian and Tanyth had a pretty straightforward time. The rest of our group had a bit of a struggle, though.
Yeah.
So we are now going to pick up with our heroes just after the heist. Would you all be looking to meet up kind of just outside the walls, or are you all trying to make your way back to somewhere to meet up? What would you
I've
guys
definitely said I wanted to go back to the restaurant.
Oh gosh.
You want to go back to the restaurant?
Yeah.
You want to go back to the Goliath in here?
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna get
Have you told everyone else this, or are you just like, I'm going back here?
I don't care. I'm dragging Syrax to the Goliath in air. I leave a note. We're at the.
We're at the
Yeah.
restaurant.
Just pin to a random tree, but at the Goliath in here, and then walk away.
You know the meta.
Say I created a sending stone, slipped it in Cassian's pocket without him knowing, and I just get on there, Cassian, while you're walking. I'm like, at the Goliath.
Cassian doesn't like loose things in his pockets, so he's already thrown it away.
It's just sitting in some bush.
This random bush is talking. He regularly cleans lint out of his pockets.
You felt like a rock just in there. In your pocket, you're like, what the crap?
No, he goes there like, what the heck? Goes to throw it. And then does he hear you, like, talking through it?
Yeah, we're at the Goliath and Hare. I'm getting the chicken tendies. Again.
Or
Again.
Yes.
I love the fact there's no explanation of who this is. The stone is just talking to Cassian.
I'm assuming this is Ori,
Yes.
judging by the stilted phrasing and chicken tendies.
Yes.
Okay.
If
Who else
I
would it
could-
be?
If I could get a hand, I don't think I can walk.
Am I
got
by her?
impaled.
Am I by her?
I would say it's actually probably Ori and Syrax. It would be closer to her
Okay.
because she was on the opposite side of the walls for where you guys exited. So I'll say is like
Forgot
as
how
you
to
guys
do
are
a British
sending this
accent.
message, ready to start pushing forward, you see a bloody and beaten, and
Oh,
half dead Seraphine dragging herself, barely able to walk.
I got impaled. I don't like it.
Was that 25 characters? I'm getting chicken tendies.
Probably.
Well, that's...
I was going to say it's like Ori 100% is able to use a sending stone pretty much at will because there's no way he ever says a sentence that's more than 25 words because he doesn't talk to people.
So we're
Goliath in here.
we're at the Goliath and Hare. I essentially throw Syrax in the booth across me. We'll take a
I
booth.
love the Syrax and Seraphine are like dying. And he's just like, we're going to the Goliath in here, not for medical assistance. We're going to go back to the restaurant we were already at today.
I mean,
I
to be
want it
fair,
for dinner.
The medical facilities are probably crap down here anyway. So
I don't normally like other things. I want it for dinner. It's my dinner time. I'm gonna eat dinner.
Wow.
Actually, Cassian's gonna go to his studio with the painting. He's just gonna. He can't talk back on the sending stone, right? It's not like walkie-talkie or
No.
anything.
It's not
No.
a walkie-talkie.
That'd be cool, though.
I'm going to say,
Cross,
talk to your
remind
artificer
me.
if
I
he
want to
wants
make
do that.
walkie-talkie.
I'm going to
rocks.
say, I talk to your artificer if he wants to try and build
Yes, I
something
make
like that at
walkie-talkie
some
rocks.
point.
Actually, I'll talk to Tanyth. I'll be like, Tanyth, I'm going to take this back to the studio for a bit. I just need to look at it a little further. Tell Ori you can have his chicken tendies, and I will meet him whenever.
Tanyth actually tells you that she's going to go and, as you kind of like inspect the piece, she's going to go and check in with Kay, just to let her know that the job's been complete, and kind of like check that in with her. So she's going to head off to the Whisper of the Blade to just check in there. And so you head back to your studio and you take the painting there for safekeeping.
So I take the painting and I stretch it out on a table, and I look at my empty canvases and I set up an easel with an empty canvas, and I set up another easel, and I stretch the painting that we got over the canvas, and I start copying the painting.
And you start making a duplicate of it. Make me a performance check.
ooh,
Okay.
Because that would be the equivalent of this for you. For your artwork, it's your performance as your bard.
All right, 15.
15, you're doing pretty well, kind of getting the initial kind of main kind of layouts of it and stuff. Obviously, it still needs a lot more detailing and stuff, but like as a beginning attempt, like it's starting to, you can see the shapes starting to form, but there's a lot of work still needing to be done to make a copy of it.
All right, that's a good start. Yep. We'll be back later, sweetie. And I'll head to the chicken tendies place. I don't put my jacket on. I just have my sleeves rolled up and there's paint all over my hand.
Can I say when we walk in, I'm like kind of like holding Syrax. You know I don't like physical touch, but you know anything for you, buddy. And we walk in there and I look and like, a booth, please. We want a booth. Also, if Margaret's here, I don't want Margaret. If I'm in her section, I will not be happy.
Bartender's just like wiping the bar, just looking at you. I don't know how many times I need to tell you, we don't seat people. Go get a booth if you want one.
Oh. Just walk up and I kind of shove Syrax in a booth and I sit across from him.
It's like the bartender looking at you, this isn't a restaurant, it's a pub, it's a bar. Like you just sit your arse down somewhere.
As we're sitting down, I yell, I don't want Margaret!
Marge! I need you! Marge! Marge! Is it Marge or Marg? Marge? There it is.
Large Marge.
Large Marge, I need you!
She dragged herself over.
Is Seraphine, did she walk in?
She came in with you guys.
Lumbered.
Oh, I didn't realize you were with her. Okay.
I ambled.
You don't look good.
I slugged myself in. Marge, could you be a deer and get one of those pokers out of the fire and stick it in my wound? I need to pull a Xena warrior princess right now.
She just looks at you. And she's gonna hold
You seem like a tough woman. You can handle it.
In the pub, there's like at one of the far sides, there's kind of like a big fireplace that's burning, especially as it's evening now. And you see her like sticking one of the pokers in it and just leaving it there for a little bit to heat up.
This is gonna suck!
What's she doing now? You see Marge kind of looking over her shoulder, just staring at Ori. And just looks away.
I growl.
Hey, what's wrong with Marge? She's amazing. She's
not amazing. Ruth is the better waitress. She's only on Tuesdays. Today is a Wednesday, which is Margaret. She also comes on Thursdays, but Thursday evenings. But I don't come here on Thursday evenings. I come here on Wednesdays and apparently Tuesdays. Tuesdays. No, I come here Tuesdays and apparently Wednesdays. I got that backwards. Maybe I'm a little flustered. Today has been a really bad day for me.
Yeah. Well, you're not the one with the hole in their leg.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not.
So, yeah.
You know what our team really needs? Oh, are we a team? Is that what we are? I like that.
I don't know. I'm second guessing my entire life right now.
Absolutely no warning, absolutely no preparing yourself for anything. Marge just comes up to the table, sticks it right in the gash in your leg.
Oh, God.
Marge!
You know, there's a better way to, you know what? It's okay. Now listen. I was thinking about
Marge taking the poker out of her leg and just kind of briefly looks at Ori and back at the poker. Back at Ori and thinks for a minute and then just walks away.
Or just does this. So, here's what I've been thinking. Our little group, our trio, plus those other two, we're really in need of some healing because that's a thing. So I'm going to be working on that. I have some ideas for technology. I've heard that the clerics use Patreons, something like that. That's all crap. Science is what heals, and I will use science to heal us. But first, I have to work on that. So just give me some time. I'll figure something out. Because Syrax, you're not looking great. I did bandage you though, so.
In and out of consciousness, like yeah.
Nope. I slap you. I just like tap your face. Nope. Ugh. Do you have I need a wet wipe.
What's a wet wipe?
He reaches in his bag, pours out some solution. It just pours it on his hand. It's just like, yeah.
I should have sit this one out.
Yeah,
I
me
was
too.
No help.
That was just bullshit.
I don't even know why I was there.
Just was all terrible.
It's a horrible idea.
Yeah, you fell. Well, what happened to you? You fell or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it hurt.
On the
It
bright
hurt real bad.
On the bright side, we have a couple allies to take on Oz, so that's a plus.
Yeah. Hey, buddy, I'm sorry for leaving you. I thought you were gonna run, and you just kind of didn't. So
Yeah, I don't know what happened to me. I blacked out and I just kind of started swinging, and I really don't know.
yeah,
I've never felt.
you almost died.
I've never felt that
But
before.
I saved you with this, and I show him my gauntlet that I've been working on. Pretty sweet, huh?
Hey, yeah, that's what is that? What does it do?
Oh, I've just been messing around with it. So far, strength helps me with my strength, but yeah, no, this thing's pretty cool.
I think you need to give yourself some credit, Ori. I think you could do well in a fight if you try.
Yeah. Well, I don't like to do that.
I know.
So
Sorry.
yeah. But now what do we do? Where do we go? Because my shop's burned down. We don't really have a place. Maybe the weird painter guy'll give us some reprieve.
Well,
I want to, when I get to the place, I want to slowly walk in because I don't want them to see me.
I'm just glad you guys didn't die.
Me
Same.
too.
I want
I'll
to,
say-
right when I come in, I want to look for Marge.
Yeah, I'll say that you get there, Cassie, and you kind of slip in the front door.
All right,
And they don't
before
see
I
you
go in,
actually because they're kind of like blocked by the booth. So they
all right,
don't-
I kind of want to get to a point where they can't see me, and I'm by Marge, and I want to shapeshift into Ori.
Okay. You see
What
Marge
is he
over
gonna
by by the counter at the bar,
Uh-oh.
moving some stuff around.
I hope
As
it's
I'm
not
walking up,
poker.
I want to cast Charm Person.
No.
And
Okay.
I just slowly slide beside her and like slide my hand down her arm and on her hand and lean it on, and I lean in. Marge, how are you doing today? Doing okay?
Is
You
it
are-
a saving roll for this, or is this
Oh,
just
I
use-
think there might be a wisdom saving throw. So it's a wisdom saving throw of 14.
Isn't your
Should go.
voice still the
Alright.
same?
No, I can change my voice.
Because it
Plus,
gives you
Nice.
multiple
I'm an
chords.
illusion, so I can change my voice. Marge, I just want to say, you are looking just, besides the chicken tendies that you're going to bring me, you're like the most beautiful thing in this place. I just want to let you know that. And I don't know if you know this, but I come in here every Tuesday and Thursday just to look for you. Just at the hopes that you come up to my table and brush against my hand. I don't know, like, I feel really weird telling you this, but I think I'm in love with you. I've been waiting a really long time to tell you that. And, yeah. When you come over to my table, I just know that the feelings there. I don't know if you're feeling the same thing, and you don't have to say anything, and I put my finger on her lips. You don't have to say anything. But just know. And I do the heart. And then I slowly back away
Oh gosh.
to a point where she can't see me, and then I shift back into Cassian.
Dude,
Oh
And I
god.
walk up to the table. I walk up to the
best
table.
thing I've ever heard.
Do I see
Oh,
the shape that Seraphine is in?
Oh yeah, you see the Syrax is practically passed out, and Seraphine is kind of sprawled out on one side of it with her legs stretched out. She
Wow.
You
recovered from
can probably
being.
smell my flesh.
You
Yeah,
all
Marge just kind of
look
stuck
like
the burning poker in there, so yeah, it probably smells quite bad.
you guys look like shite.
Ori
Like
is working.
a big royal shite.
Ori's working on his gauntlet.
Well, you got the big
Thanks.
part. Right?
Thanks, Fred.
I'm assuming. And I kind of like put my Actually, I can't actually do that anymore. Never mind.
He could have
Never mind.
healed you, but he decided to pull a prank instead.
That's true.
It's all good.
That was my last spell. Hashtag worth it.
Hashtag I need a long rest.
Wow, I would heal you, but I don't want to. No offense. I'm all
Really?
touched out. I'm all touched out today. I don't know. That was mean. Was that mean?
I didn't
don't know.
realize that I was accompanied with such assholes.
Well,
I thought you were a nice guy.
I don't know who told you that, Seraphine.
It was my
They
own
definitely did not know
poor
me.
judgment.
Anyways, you all look worse for the wear. I mean, we got what we came for. What happened to you guys?
The bots.
Shit.
Obviously. The bots got you? Or
That was just dumb. All of it's dumb.
He tried to.
You owe me big.
He tried to.
I didn't have enough chicken tendies to start off with.
Yeah, it wasn't good. I didn't like it.
I shouldn't have been by myself.
That's probably accurate. That was not a good setup from the start.
I don't know why I came up with that. Well, wait, I didn't come up with it. You did.
Oh, was it me? I'm so sorry.
I don't know.
remember half
I'm
of
so
what happened
humbled.
today.
In the head, I don't even know.
Okay, so
I just want to cry.
we have the artifact. It's back at my shop. Tanyth had to go meet the lady. Forgot her name, honestly.
Okay.
Okay,
Faye.
it's in
That's
my
it.
book.
That's
I wrote
nice.
it down.
She had to go meet Faye and just discover,
Okay.
talk about whatever.
Jay.
Jay.
Other campaign.
Jay?
Hey.
K. It starts with a letter and ends in A.
I heard
Yeah,
Faye.
it's
One of those.
it's K. I wrote it in my book.
I
Okay.
did write it in my book too.
So-
You have a book too?
Well, I mean, it's more like a notepad. It's not really a book.
I have a book.
I pull up a chair and just sit on the outside of the edge of the table and kind of lean back. All right, Ori, you add up your end of the bargain. So what's next? Said
We
you
get
needed
some
my help.
rest.
Boring.
No, we need the rest. Look at poor Syrax. He's bleeding out everywhere.
I'm fine. I don't need rest.
Look
All right,
at
Mr. No Spell Slots.
look at Syrax. My shop is bust since
I'm not the one who got
I
the shit
burned
beat
it.
out of me.
I burned it down.
Try to set
So
up, like, oh, we go get
Did you
some-
get
Alright.
a spike trap?
I don't know about you guys, but I'm not hanging out with that dude no more.
well, we do need a place to sleep.
Dang it!
So is there a corner in your shop that isn't infested with any kind of STD that we can sleep in?
He puts his hand over.
That's very unlikely.
There's. That was last week.
Oh. Oh, God.
But the
God.
oh no,
Ugh.
there's like a little
I have
space.
an open wound.
There's a little space that I don't really go in. It can
We'll
hold
take it.
maybe all of us, maybe.
Mm.
It's got a table and some balled up canvases. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
So yes, to answer your question, I do. Question mark?
Okay.
Don't touch anything, please. That's all I
Like
ask.
I would.
Have you
Don't
seen that
turn on your
waitress?
UV light.
I need the check. I'm ready for the check. I've ate my tendies.
Oh.
I want my check.
What was her name? Margaret.
Margaret.
That's right. I thought I saw her over there when I came in. She
Margaret
was
hasn't actually
getting-
brought over your chicken tendies yet. She's actually now making her way over with them.
I would like them
Mm.
to go. We have things to do, Margaret. I walk over.
Yes.
Immediately walks over to the table, puts the chicken tendies down, grabs Ori by the sides of the face.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, Ori, go for it.
Like
You
she's
see
fully
Ori's-
just
You've been
making
waiting
out with
for
Ori.
forever. You come here every day, almost.
She kisses me. My wings sprout.
He's
It
accepted.
knocks over tables. It hits patrons in the face.
Good for you, girl. Good for you.
I just.
You get yours, Margaret.
She pulls off and just
You
kind of gives
deserve
you a
it.
wink and walks away, just looking over her shoulder at you.
I knew you really liked her. It was a matter of time. All right, let's go to my shop before Ori
He doesn't move.
explodes, I think.
Or he doesn't move.
Syrax, fetch your man.
Now you don't have to just use your gauntlet anymore.
His typical like olive skin is just bright red.
Is that the first time you've been kissed? Ori.
He pukes everywhere. He is disgusted.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go to
now
the
I'm a
shop.
little sick. Ugh. And then just Seraphine just. Blah.
Syrax, carry me.
Okay.
Blah.
Really? You vomit everywhere?
I'm already injured and now I'm sick.
I take the plate of chicken tenders and start walking out of the door. Margaret, you said you would pay. Hurry up.
I just start crying as I open my bag and just put some coins on the table and just close. It's like a coin purse.
This is not how I expected the world to be like.
He also said he loves you
No,
very deeply.
I don't know what love is.
To the ends of the earth, I think I heard
I
him
believe
say.
that. I believe you when you
You're a
say that.
whore. I don't like you.
I am a whore, but you've known that for a while.
Wow.
It's true. I look at Seraphine. It's true. I've accepted it.
I run out of the restaurant crying.
Oh, you hurt his feelings, you jerk.
He has no feelings. It's just all for show.
Oh.
If I recall correctly, he was making fun of you the first time you met.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean two wrongs make a right.
Maybe not. But it was fun.
Wow.
Alright, let's go back to the shop.
As you guys walk out, Ori is
So-
sitting on the little stoop of the tavern. He's crying, like full-fledged crying, snot running down his nose.
I just pick him up,
Bean!
throw him over my shoulder. Come
That
on,
was
let's
so mean.
Thank you, Syrax.
He's so mean.
go.
As you pick Ori up and you get ready to head to Cassian's shop, you hear a massive explosion from in the
was that?
distance.
Where does it come from?
It's still in the Bloodhaven area, so it's still in your kind of area. Make me a perception check if you know where it's coming from.
Can I do one too?
Yeah, yeah.
My internet's being wonky.
Oh, that's not going to do anything.
A
I'd say
16.
Cassian might be the only one that's making this like fully though, because two of you are like half dead and one of you is traumatized.
Yeah, I
So-
got an 8.
I got a 14.
A 16.
Hey.
I look up for my tears.
You kind of get it. It's coming over from the west side of Bloodhaven. What did you get, Cassian?
I got 14.
You get the same thing that it's coming from that way. The difference is that you know what's in that direction. It's the Whisper of the Blade's headquarters, the entrance to it.
I got a 13.
Ori,
Not that it matters, but
Yeah.
Whispers of the Blade. Headquarters is that way, and that's where that came from.
Yes. And? Is that my problem?
We can ignore this, clearly, or we can go back to the shop, or we can go to the explosion.
isn't that where Tanyth was supposed to be?
I don't care.
Oh, is that where she is?
Yeah, she went back to the Whisper of the Blade to see Kay.
Okay, well then, yeah, that's where Cassian's gonna go.
Look, Cassian, us three are in no shape to fight.
No.
Like, quite literally.
All right.
Or you could put me down, Syrax. And you set me down.
Mhm.
Look,
I
I have an
can't-
idea. I have an idea.
I-
Hold on. I have an idea. As long as you apologize, I have an idea.
Apologize for what?
You were being mean to me.
How was I being mean to you?
You made that woman kiss me.
I
And
did not make her
encouraged
do
it.
anything.
And
I was happy
encouraged
for
it.
her. She looked happy.
You encouraged it.
You weren't
I mean,
being very
after
nice.
the fact, after the fact, yes. Look, I am not going to be character assassinated by a bunch of hooligans who got
Gotcha.
attacked by bots and spikes.
Fine, I'm doing this for Tanyth, not you. And I pull out my homunculus. And I pull out Zax, my homunculus. And I'm like, okay, buddy. I like, do you like that? And he turns on. Can you go investigate for me? And I pet him.
You cannot.
Okay. Alright, go.
You see him starting to move, and he He takes off into the air and starts flying in the direction.
I don't know how long this is going to take.
No. I was going to say, because like, yeah, you need a way for him to come back. There's no way for him to transmit, so he's just kind of flies off.
All right. He'll meet us back.
A couple of minutes go by, and you realize you're all just still staring at the sky, like nothing's happened.
Oh, yeah. He's probably going to take a minute. Let's just go back to your shop. He knows where I'm at. We literally can't fight, or we're going to lose. And if you're by yourself, Cassian, I mean, let's face it, you need us.
Okay. Let's go.
All right, so we'll head back to the to Cassian's shop.
All right, you guys head off to Cassian's shop. Well, your homunculus. What's the homunculus's name again?
Zax.
Zax. You head off while Zax is doing his thing, kind of trying to retrieve information for you. And you go into Cassian's store. This is late evening, so the streets are fairly quiet. There's not really anybody around. Most places are shut. And you head on in. Cassian opens the door, lets you all in.
Cassian like speed walks to this large painting that was by the table where Ori and Tanyth were talking, and kind of shifts it really quickly and points it to the wall. And he hides the duplicate that he's been painting of the painting that they got.
I'll go up to Cassian. Where can we rest? The big guy really needs it.
I'll show you. And I kind of nudge him with my elbow. It didn't mean anything personal. I thought it was funny.
I didn't. It was mean.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. And I take him into the corner, and there's just a bunch of rags on the floor. I just kind of take my foot and just...
Oh, God.
And there's it's a really dirty mattress that's leaning up against the wall. And I take my tip of my foot and I flick it down so it slaps on the floor.
Why is the floor so sticky?
It's acrylic paint.
Sure.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah. I'll
Is anybody in the mood for some libations?
Yes.
What does that mean?
I take
I
a
don't know,
like a
but
really
it sounds nice.
really old school gothic.
Stickiness.
I pull out like a really huge gothic looking antique like glass bowl that has just like dark red liquid in it. I put it on my desk and I take some cups and I just start pouring.
Whatever numbs the pain.
I hand one to Seraphine first and I look at her and I nod, and then Syrax, and then I give two to Ori. Ori, I think you need both. Just try it. It's wine. It's the finest wine in Darkhaven.
Are you having some?
I've already had some. I had a swig right when I came in.
Oh, here, take this one. Wait a second.
Hmm?
I thought you were a teetotaler. You don't drink.
Sometimes I drink, occasionally.
I want to make an insight check.
I can say check.
Oh no, should I not drink this? Oh crap.
Sorry,
It's an
I
8.
don't care. He's just...
Sarge's going to take whatever he's given at this point. Just...
yeah.
I take them. Okay. And while he's not looking, I just pour it into my bag of holding. I just
God.
straight up pour the liquid in there.
And
It's just gonna float around.
and I look like I'm drinking, and I throw it over my shoulder. See?
Yep, it was tasty. Yum yum.
I told you it's the best. It's the best around.
Yeah, tasty. Good.
Oh, Seraphine and Syrax's glass up again. All right. So what's the plan?
No more for me, thanks. I've had enough of the libations.
I pour another one and just slide it across in front of him.
Sleep is the
I take it immediately, put my hand on the desk, and just pour it in my bag. And then I just like, oh, yum yum, tasty.
Can you
Well,
So how long should we wait for your bird, Ori?
Well, it depends on what he's finding, but do you have a balcony of some sort here?
Kind of.
A window?
Oh, come on. No, I lead him up to some stairs in the back, and there's this like hatch, and I like go bam, bam, and I lean back and take my foot and go boom, and like kick it open. It gets stuck sometimes.
Dude, I could fix that for you.
Be my guest. So we climb out, and it's pretty ratty up there, but it's the top of the painting studio, and you can see for a ways that aren't obstructed by the buildings beside. There's smoke coming up from where Ori's shop was.
You
Couple
might want
blocks
a
down.
mask.
I'll look over. I whistle really loud and put my arm out.
You don't see any sign of Zach's yet.
Oh,
Do you do this frequently when you walk outside? Just whistle and throw your arm up?
No, he usually comes. I'm a bit
Oh, the
worried
bird.
about him. Yeah, yes, I don't do this normally.
I did not know.
Oh,
There's no context.
well, I guess we could just wait.
Alright.
You got chairs, or we're just gonna stand here? Because
I mean, we can go back to the studio unless you want
No.
to hang out up here.
Let's just hang out up here because I want to wait for him. He's been gone a while. He knows my location.
I pull out these just very, very ratty chairs that are just stuffed in a corner somewhere. And just pull them out, and as I open them, they're like,
Oh god! I grab it from you, open my bag, pull out essentially what is WD-40, but Andriesia's version of it, and I start spraying it. No, and I pull out some tools and I start tinkering with it. I just open it, put it down.
Or you are a godsend.
You have to take care of your stuff, dude.
Outside of your magnificent beauty, you are just extremely
No, I don't like that.
handy.
Thanks.
Okay,
I really wish I had a home to go to.
what do you mean?
Oh, nothing.
What
You
did
can't
you
just
do?
drop that and not say anything else?
What did
Oh,
you
you
get
guys
up
don't hear
here?
that. You guys are up in the roof. Seraphine, I'm assuming Syrax is pretty much passed out at this
Yeah.
point, so
Oh,
Seraphine.
I thought
just
you
sitting
were
on
just
top of
talking
the-
to went to the roof.
It's a Syrax and he is out.
I imagine Seraphine just sitting on the floor in the studio, just talking to herself. Realizing she's alone.
I talk to myself all the time.
Cassian like puts his head down the hole and looks in the studio. Are you talking to yourself?
Is this place falling apart?
Kind of.
Yeah. Mind your business.
Okay.
Okay.
Syrax is just on the floor in the corner.
yep.
Help.
Oh, cool.
I lean back down. Help yourself to some more wine, Seraphine.
Okay. All right, man. You're freaking me out. What's up with the wine?
I'm
What's
kind
in
of
it?
sketched
Nothing's
out,
wrong.
man.
You don't have to drink it. I'm not forcing you. I'm not casting charm person or suggestion or anything like that.
Sure.
Suit yourself.
I look in my bag and I'll scoop back up the wine into the cup. And then I want to I want to do an arcana check on it.
All right, do an arcana
Nice.
check.
It's just regular red wine. by the
Come
way.
on, man. Well, I mean, that's not super bad. It's a 12.
Just regular wine.
Oh, look, I saved some of this very good wine. Hey,
Wait.
what's that over there? And I
Wait.
just throw it off the side.
Hold on. I just put my hand on my head. Ori, did you dump the wine out in your bag of holding when I gave it to you? Twice.
No.
Are you lying to me right now? This is
It's
very
my
wrong.
own personal
You know, I
wine.
can tell when you lie, right? I'm a professional liar. I know this.
I'm not lying.
Ori.
You can look at insight on me. I'm not lying. Whatsoever.
I
Can't
don't
believe you
even,
do
I
that,
don't even
Roland.
need to. This is the worst attempt at a lie I've ever seen you do, my friend. Okay, I won't pursue this. I know you're uncomfortable, I can tell. It's okay.
I literally want to bet you guys roll insight versus deception just for the hell of it, just to see what happens.
Ori, why did you burn down your shop, man? It was
I had a
awesome.
15 on deception.
I'm curious
That
to
was
see what I would have gotten on
That's
insight.
not bad, actually.
I got a 23 on insight.
Oh, I'm 1000% lucky.
I don't even say anything. Because
It was, like it was the most obvious lie ever, but I just kind of wanted to see what would happen if we rolled it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Ori, why did you burn your shop down then? You had been building that up for years.
Well, I mean...
No, I would never burn my shop down.
Well, here's the thing. We killed some of Oz's men, which is a real big no-no in the Clockwork Gang. And if they would have found out that I would have killed their men, which Oz is very perceptive, that would have spelt the end for me. So I burned it down to make Oz think I'm dead.
Why are you so scared of that little man?
He's a really scary dude, man. He's vicious. He's a lot more intense. And he could ruin me.
Ori, you're not going to be able to match mites with him. Not even with Syrax. Not even with all of us. He's not someone you can out-muscle. We need to use our brains. Which is kind of scary. When I think about it.
Brain all the time. But here's
I'm
the
not
thing.
worried so much about you. Unless it comes to social situations, then I'm terrified, but...
Well, here's the thing. My thought was we use the hidden blades or whatever. Which
Hold on.
They all might be dead, so...
I put my head down in the shop. Seraphine, why don't you come up here? Can I tell if Syrax is asleep? Is he still asleep?
Oh yeah,
I have
Syrax
a
is
hole
fully
in my
out.
leg.
I look
Sleep,
back at Ori.
sleep.
Ori, do you have any healing potion?
No. But if I go to sleep, I can heal her. I just need a good rest.
I would like a rest.
Might be a,
And
So
this
if you
wine
want-
started to kick in.
What are you up to in the shop right now while these two are like up on the roof having a romantic conversation?
Oh, I'm snooping. I'm snooping hardcore.
I just said if he just like sat down on the floor to rest her leg and has just kind of like slid herself as far across the room as she can to try and hear what's going on.
Okay, look.
I just know she's going, just kind of
Does it-
looking through stuff and trying to reach.
Does she
at things.
find anything?
Oh, I'm being super sneaky. Sneaky.
very sneaky stuff.
Should I do?
Look,
Yeah, maybe.
Should I do a check?
Yeah, maybe an investigation check.
Ooh.
Ooh, I have advantage on those.
Nice.
And I'm gonna need it. Hold on.
dude, my
All right.
rolls tonight are crap.
Oh man,
They're not bad.
I got a 10. I think.
Not really anything of interest. Like you find a bunch of different kind of painting supplies. There's a few little hidden things that he has in the store, but nothing majorly of interest that you can see.
I can only look but so far anyway.
Yeah, you don't have a
Like
great
on the
sight
ground.
on things because you're kind of like stuck on the ground, but it's not stopping you like kind of making your way around the shop looking and trying to find stuff. On your way, you get a good look at some of the kind of paintings and stuff that he's working on, and
Lots of nudes.
yeah.
A lot of
Just
titties.
dongs everywhere.
Dongs everywhere. I've
Did she
never
find the
seen
ones
so
that
many
I had?
eggplants in a shop before.
On a 10, no, she doesn't find
Okay.
the ones that you've hidden away.
Okay.
I'll look at Cassian.
Definitely
Look,
not.
I don't know where Zax is, and I would be worried about him, but I could literally just rebuild him. So
Does he know to come here? Is it like a homing device or
Yeah.
anything?
he'll come back to me.
Alright, I look at the
Always find
sky. I don't think it's going to rain. Doesn't look like it or smell like it, so we can just leave this hatch open.
Okay, I'll set up a. If he'll get here, he'll let out a loud alarm.
Oh god. How loud?
I mean, loud enough for us to wake up, but I need some sleep.
Is that
Tired.
like pre-programmed or can you change it on the fly? Or...
I mean, I could put a nice tune.
I don't really do alarms, is what I'm trying to say.
Sure, I'll do a nice tune. I look as I'm
Sure.
going. I'm climbing downstairs. I'm like, I can't do that.
Alright.
I'll,
So we'll go down. I'll pull out some more mattresses that are in the back that are not so badly stained. Since Syrax took the stained one.
Is where you're putting us? Is it a room with the door?
Sure. Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
All right.
Told you it's the
I
back
mean,
of the
it's
store.
like those, those dividers they used to have like in kindergarten that they could move and roll. That's
Yeah.
what it is, basically.
Okay.
As
I'll
well as
tell-
the
It's
vendors
just
with
a
those
huge
top-
open
kind of
studio.
top.
It's a huge open studio that I cordon off with like different things.
I quietly whisper, Seraphine, I say, "Guy, he tried to serve
Yeah,
us poison wine.
You cut out a little bit.
I don't trust this guy. He's trying to serve us poison wine. I'm gonna put an alarm on the door. So if he bothers us three, like if he comes in here in the middle of the night, it'll go off.
You're putting an alarm on the divider.
Yes. It's a motion sensor. I'm putting an motion sensor on the thing. If it moves, it'll just beep. It'll just make a beep. Luckily, I have a little bit of magic left to do this. And so I have this like little trinket or whatever, and I stick it and I infuse it with my magic. Alright. We should be good. And I immediately hit the bed and I'm out.
Alright. Is everyone else laying down for a long rest?
100.
I am, but Cassian's gonna start painting something before he goes to bed. And he's just
Okay.
gonna be on the main area where all of the canvases are, like all over the wall and stuff. Actually, no. He's gonna go up to the roof with the canvas.
You're gonna go up to the roof.
Yeah. He's gonna sit in the same chair that he was sitting at when he was talking to Ori. Kind of, he's kind of just sketching and looking at Ori's chair and looking back at the canvas and sketching. He does this for a while.
Okay, so you're just up there. You just up there for a little while, just working on stuff.
Yeah, and then I'll eventually go to bed.
Okay.
And I have a back bedroom that's kind of like really small that I'll go in.
Okay, so you kind of stay up there and are working on stuff, and eventually you kind of make your way into your bedroom. Is it kind of closed off from everything else? Is it like a back room?
Yeah, it has like a door and it's shut off from everything else.
Okay. As the night's going on, not Cassian since he's in his back room, but the other three, can I get you all to make perception checks?
My god. Keep rolling an 8.
Mhm.
But with that, a 10.
I got exactly a 4.
Exactly a 4.
Yes.
I got a 3.
Dag nabbit.
Dude. My metal dice. I'm not using my metal dice tonight. They're just making me
I'm
mad.
so not used to perceptions failing. I have played for 2 years with TBD as one of the players. I'm used to perceptions always being an automatic thing, so this is strange territory.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Syrax and Seraphine, you guys don't hear anything. You don't
we're
wake up.
so tired.
Any of the stuff that's going on, you don't. You're with the pain that you're in, the wine that you have drank to try and mull it, you're passed out. Cassian, you're in another room. You don't hear a thing that's going on in here.
Oh man.
Ori,
Yes.
you don't hear anything until it's too late.
Oh crap.
And you wake up with a hand over your mouth. And as you open your eyes, you see Oz and the Clockwork Men.
Oh shit.
What?
And you see one of them holding your bird deactivated.
No.
Hey there, Geek Collective. Did you know that Geeks Plus is also on Patreon? For as little as just $2 a month, you can also support us over on Patreon and get early access to all of our YouTube videos from Geeks Plus Comics, Geeks Plus Tabletop, and Geeks Plus Gaming, as well as a whole bunch of exclusive content specifically for our supporters over on Patreon, and early access to all the behind the scenes and ongoings with the company. So if you would like to check out all of that stuff and help support what we do here at Geeks Plus, we would greatly appreciate heading over to patreon.com/geeksplusmedia and supporting us over there. But that's all from me from now. You all have a good day, and let's get back into your video. Hello there, sunshine.
Oh, can I ask a question just for interaction purposes?
Yes.
Did we heal up? I mean, did we sleep long enough to actually do anything?
You'll get all your spots back and stuff like that.
Okay. I just needed to know for health purposes.
Yeah. But they muzzle you and take you out. None of your colleagues are aware of it. As you guys get outside the shop, they make their way outside with you and close the door. I'm like, Ori! You have no idea how glad I am to see you, son.
Same. You saved me from that dude. Ooh. He was
I thought you were dead. Your store went up in flames, so I thought my #1 weapons maker right before the war had been killed. I mean, I'm glad to find that you're alive and clearly doing some work of your own, but don't worry. We knew who were the ones that took a shot at your shop, and we took a shot back.
Oh, who were they?
The Whispers of the Blade clearly set your shop on fire to try and stop us making progress, so don't worry, we sent them a message.
Did you kill all of them?
There's still some alive, but we did a bit of damage there. They'll be clearing up for a while, so we're about to cause some chaos in the streets, though.
Good job, my man. You did fantastic.
But I cannot be losing my main weapons maker again.
No. I got some information for you too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
I've just been hanging around with Gold Cassian. You know Cassian? I was gonna
say, you got in with one of the Whisper of the Blade. You managed to get in yourself.
Yeah.
What sort of stuff did you manage to get from them?
Yeah, they're after something. You know, they didn't really tell me what. They kind of kept me in the dark. You know, I'm still trying to build up the trust. But they're after some sort of device or something. It's a device, I think.
Some sort of device?
Yeah. Supposed to be some powerful device. Can create wormholes, and that's what I heard. I could be wrong. I'm still trying to, work my magic, to get in there. I'm really good with people.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Any idea where we might find this device or a way to get our hands on it? Did you get any of that sort of stuff off them yet?
No. Did you hear about the big the fire at the rich people's compound? I forget their name. The Lord and whatever the hell lady.
Yeah. The remainder compound.
That was all me.
That was you, son?
All me. Yeah.
Yeah, the guards are all over the upper part of Bloodhaven.
Yeah, I did some.
They are
some destruction.
Pissed about what happened up there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Amanda's apparently mad about some sort of painting that went missing. Apparently, it was super valuable.
See, I didn't hear nothing about that. Now, I just know that there's a device. I went in there. Me and Syrax, we caused some chaos. Just trying to do the Clockwork Gang way.
You guys went in there, caused chaos in a place that a painting just happened to go missing, and it's not connected at all, even though they know about this artifact.
Well, look, legitimately, I'll be honest, Oz, legitimately, I knew nothing about a painting. So if somebody else in there stole a painting, that wasn't me. I was to cause chaos. That's what my role was to cause the chaos. I knew literally nothing else, but I heard something about an artifact. They said something about them stealing something. Maybe you're telling me it's the painting. So maybe the painting has to do with an artifact,
Maybe. I mean, your buddy Cassian in there. He's a painter, is he not? It's a paint studio.
Yeah. I mean, look, Oz. Let me work these guys. All right? Please don't hurt anybody in there. Let me work them. Let me see what I could do for you, okay?
I mean, we could just go in and just take the paint and set it in there. One of them's got
Yeah,
to be the
but
valuable
what if-
one.
Yeah, but what if you don't know? I mean, these oafs, and I look at them, these oafs might destroy the wrong one. You won't know. You know what I mean? And Cassian's gonna lie. He's really good at lying. He may have hidden it. Hell, he may have destroyed it and it's in his brain or something. You're gonna torture him, he's not gonna give it to you. Right? So, if I go in there, I work my magic, let me see what I can do. Let me see what information I can divulge. Plus, with this painting, this artifact, I don't know. They know. Even if they have this painting, Oz. Let me work with it. Let me follow them. Let me see where it leads. Why? Let them do the footwork. You don't have to do the footwork. Let them do it. You get what I'm saying?
Make me a persuasion check.
Let's see if I'm better than persuading than Arrow was, because Arrow was awful at it. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
No, I failed. It was a 1.
Oh,
100%.
wow.
Yikes.
Ouch.
Both of my characters have the. I'm playing a bard next. I can't persuade for crap.
You know what? I appreciate your commitment to the cause, Ori. I really do, son.
Yeah.
It's impeccable that you want to be so committed to the Clockwork Men.
Yeah.
But nah, I don't think we're going to do that. You see, the rumor going around is that this thing has an amazing power. And what's better than us having that power is making sure that the Whisper of the Blade don't get the power.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. You're making sense to me.
So we're going to cause some chaos.
You gonna kill Cassian?
We're going to light up Bloodhaven.
What do you need from me?
You, Sunshine, are coming with me.
Oh, okay.
The war's about to begin, and I'm going to have my weapons maker right next to me, making sure that we're staying top of everything.
Okay. Can I get Syrax with me? You know, I need my man. He's my assistant. He's not only my bodyguard. He's my assistant. I need him
You're
for
not
tool
leaving.
parts, and I don't have to leave you. But if I have Syrax with me, he's like my assistant. I need him for tool parts. You know he's good for like lifting heavy things for me. I don't need a lift. I don't need a lift because he just holds it and I work on it. You know, I can't build stuff without him.
Maybe a persuasion check.
I'm probably gonna fail because
Go.
okay, way better. An 18.
Nice.
All right, boys. Go grab the Dragonborn as well. Bring them with me.
No.
The Clockwork will go in and... Syrax, make me a perception roll.
Ooh. About to be a bull in a china shop up in here, hopefully. What, perception?
Yeah.
While he's doing that, I look at us and
gosh.
say, "I need my bird.
It's not even. Not even.
Give me my bird."
Not worth it. Terrible roll. Yeah. No.
You see the Clockwork Men, like 6 of them, literally just carrying Syrax out the building. He's still fast asleep.
He's so tired.
I mean,
No clue what's
okay.
going on.
The wine is good. I was trying to tell you guys.
Hey, I'm next to Oz.
Like,
Oz, wherever you're bringing us, I need the tools. I need the equipment. You can provide?
We'll get you tools, don't worry. We'll make sure that you're all equipped. Boys, let's head back to the place. Let loose on Bloodhaven. And you and a small group of the Clockwork Men start to walk away, and you see from the side streets and from everywhere a whole bunch others, and they just start causing chaos and rioting.
Or just kind of clenches his teeth a little bit and kind of closes his eyes like...
Seraphine and Cassian, you guys are awoken by something smashing through the front window of your shop.
I swing the door open and run out to the foyer.
You just see some sort of rubble that was out on the street just smashed through the window. And as you look outside, you hear screaming and chaos and fires burning and people smashing up everything and anything. And the Clockwork Men are just causing utter chaos in the streets.
Can I see that it's the Clockwork Men?
Oh yeah, it's
What the hell is going on?
Seraphine, they're destroying the streets right now. It's the Clockwork Men, and I think they've taken Ori and Syrax. Just give me 1 minute, and we'll get out of here because this place is going to get attacked. So I'm going to take my paintings, and I have like a hidden compartment under the floor in my room that's kind of like sealed off from the rest, and I take the 2 paintings, the original and the forgery, and I put them under the floorboards, and then I take the big painting that I had hid, and I pull it up, and it's a painting of Tanyth and Ori at the table, kind of leaning over, talking to each other. And it's like one of the best ones that Cassian's ever done. And it's like, everything is grayed out except for Tanyth and Ori, and they're like super fleshed out. And he stares at it for a moment. Then he shakes his head, and he wraps it up in a linen and puts it in the floorboard, along with some other stuff. All right, Seraphine, and I snap my finger and I shape change into a Clockwork Man, and I find some clothing in my shop, and I kind of toss it to her. That's kind of reminiscent of a Clockwork Man, because he would have some disguise stuff. Seraphine, put this on now. We are Clockwork Men now. Got it?
Got it.
You guys get all geared up to look like Clockwork Men and head out into the streets. Make me... Try to decide whether it's probably more of a performance check as you're passing in the streets trying to play the role of a Clockwork Man.
I'm gonna hand a sketch that I made of Ori to Seraphine. Say, Seraphine, hold on to this for a moment if you don't mind, and I'll give her bardic inspiration.
No problem.
I got a 17.
Okay.
Oh, actually, a 15. Sorry.
What's the bardic?
It is, I want to say it's 1d6.
It's not gonna help me.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's
I got a
1d6.
5.
Yeah, so
Still hurting.
you are kind of taking the lead, Cassian, kind of sticking out. Seraphine is kind of just passing by, like it's a little bit off for them, but there's so much chaos going on the streets that she's kind of getting by on that one. And you start making your way. Unfortunately, you don't really have any set direction to go after them yet. Because there's no sign of them, and there's just nothing but chaos.
I'm just gonna yell out to one of the Clockwork Men who's doing the most destruction. Where are we going?
We're going everywhere, taking over all the bloodhaven tonight.
Where's the big man?
He kind of points down the street. He went that way, he's heading back to base.
And I just yell, ah! And I just head in that direction, and I look at Seraphine and go,
Ah!
is that the best yell you've got?
Oh?
Alright, so we'll just keep heading that way.
She gives the Tim Allen grunt.
You guys start making your way through the streets, and you're just seeing unbelievable amounts of chaos and destruction. some of the smaller gangs are starting to come out to try and fight the Clockwork Men, and you just see them getting just beaten down in the street and just overwhelmed by them. The Clockwork Men are just like one of the bigger gangs in town, so none of them are able to really stand up to them on their own. Not in this kind of mass. There's never been a mass push like this from them before. Oz is like trying to make his move and end this before gang warfare really breaks out. As you
Are
guys
there any bodies, any people on the ground?
You see a few people that are kind of like been left in the street, a few from kind of the Faceless Ones, a few from some of the different groups in the area.
I want to search a couple of their bodies, if possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Make me an investigation check on them.
Okay.
What are you looking for? I'll help you.
Anything we can use. 16.
Oh. These dice ain't doing it for me today. Oh my goodness.
Since you didn't use your bardic, can you use it again? Or can you use it?
It won't even help.
Okay.
Wow, Seraphine is doing awful with rolls apparently tonight.
She's just not having it.
Yeah, I'm just like
day.
frantically searching these bodies as we're running in the direction to see if there's anything we can find and use.
Try to find stuff on the bodies. You're not getting a massive amount of stuff from them, but you're maybe finding a couple of things. Like you find like a small dagger on one of them.
Okay.
On another one, you find like a basic healing potion.
Okay.
But that's about it. Like they're not carrying a massive amount on them.
I'll tuck the healing potion in my pouch, and I'll flip the dagger handle first and kind of hold it back to Seraphine. Seraphine, take this.
Okay.
Keep it close.
Okay.
All right, then we keep running. Let's go.
Right. As you guys keep going through the streets, Oz is getting back to base with Ori in tow. He kind of sets you up in his base. You go inside and he sets you up in a little lab area to kind of work and create stuff.
Is there like a guard in here with me? Or
Yeah,
gonna be
there's
left?
guards and stuff in here, and they take Syrax, and when they put his mattress down on the ground,
Okay.
the Clockwork Men put like a collar around him and like chains on his hands.
I'm sorry, buddy. I look at Oz. Hey, Oz. I can't. I get in kind of close look, man. I can't be creating with your guards around, man. Look, I'm not gonna go anywhere. You know I'm committed to the cause. We don't need any guards, because here's the thing. What if I build something and they take it away from me and they use it to turn it against you? You know what I mean? I don't want them getting ideas. No guards. I don't need them. I won't go anywhere.
Where am I? Roll.
Where am I gonna go? 17.
All right. You get one chance at this, Ori. Look, you've been committed to the cause. Don't think I don't know why, though.
I know.
Don't think I don't understand the situation and that you would run if you got a chance.
Look, Oz, those bastards burned my shop down. My lifeblood. Where I made my money, my safety net. They took it from me. You don't think I want revenge?
I don't know. You don't really seem like the revenge type, Ori.
Well, I am revengeful.
Oh, is that so?
You're rubbing off on me.
You seem like more the tuck your tail between your legs and run for your life, sorta. And I don't know if it's turning on me. I don't know if it's scared and just running. But on the eve of our victory, I can't have you running off, can I? No guards in the room. There'll be guards outside of it.
That's fine. One other thing.
Stays chained up.
I mean, can you give him some slack if I need him to?
No.
No. Like a little bit of. I need him to have like a little bit of slack to actually help me. So like if he's chained in the corner, I can't get him to move.
Okay. He like grabs you at the back of the collar.
Okay.
Don't touch me.
Oh.
The truth is, I know you're a coward. And you're not brave enough to do anything on your own. You're not going to fight to get out of here on your own. You're not going to do anything like that all on your own. So I can work with no guards in the room. Got it? But the big fella, don't think that for a second, if he gets up, I don't know what would happen.
Okay.
You are a very intelligent man, Ori. Don't for a second think that makes you better than me or smarter than me, though. Don't for a second think I don't understand the situation that's happening. If you try something, I have no qualms about ripping your head off myself.
I understand.
Good. Because a pair of your people's wings up on my wall would be a lovely prize.
You want me to prove something to you? Give me your hand.
What do you want my hand for?
Let's do it. Turn your hand around. If I trick you, you can kill me. Do it.
Maybe a persuasion check.
Yeah, that's not so good. It's only a 2. Well, 5, but...
You want my hand?
You want an item? You want a tool? You want a weapon? I'm trying to give it to you. A token.
What hand do you want? Do you want my left hand that's here? Or do you want me right? And he pulls his gun out and shoots you in the kneecap.
Oh, shoot.
Son of a bitch!
You drop down at your knees and he grabs you and puts the gun at your temple. You need to stop playing games, Sunshine.
It wasn't a game. I was legitimately going to give you something, but not anymore. Not today, not right now.
Son, you don't realize how easy you've gotten it. To stop your work getting into the enemy hands and to assure victory, I would rather kill you than they get you and what you can do. Don't make that my best option. Do your damn job. But I now have a zero tolerance policy. You or the big guy get out of line. I have no issue.
So if I try to make you something, if I try to make you something again, are you going to shoot me again? Because I was literally trying to give you something.
What was it?
It was a sweet retractable blade thing that I made for Cassian. Oh shit. I should have said that. A sweet retractable blade thing. But you shot me before I can give it to you.
Well, where is it? I would quite like this blade.
Are you going to shoot me again?
Are you going to give it to one of the Whisper of the Blade if I don't?
I was going to give it to you!
Why are you making weapons for one of their assassins?
Uh-oh.
I needed the money. I didn't realize he was one of their assassins until literally you told me this. I didn't know. I don't really know much about him. I just know he paints up the street and he wanted a blade. I was like, okay, protect himself, I guess. And I'm being honest. This is me being honest. I know you can kill me. You just shot me in the leg. I wouldn't lie to you right now.
You didn't know he was one of the Whisper of the Blade till I told you, until I just found you. What you're saying?
Yes.
Why were you hanging about with him, getting all this information on the Whisper of the Blade then? Since that's what you told me you were doing.
Well, the other one was with the Whisper of the Blades.
Stop. Stop fucking with me, sunshine. I am done. You make the weapons and armor that you promised me. By the end of the day, or I put a bullet in you because you're becoming too much of a hassle. You got me? Guards inside the door. And if you do the good work, maybe I'll be nice and get someone to fix your knee for you.
Okay, it hurts though.
Does it? And he kicks you right in the kneecap. You need to understand just how bloody dangerous I am, son.
No, I get it. I get it.
Good boy. Get to work.
I slump over and I pull myself to the workbench and I pull like a little dagger out and I start undoing it and start retrofitting these blades.
Oz walks out the room and you see his two guards on the inside of the door as it's closed over.
I got a question. Is there a box of scraps in here? Because I could build something with a box of scraps.
Is it in a cave?
Oh gosh.
Build this in a cave with a box of
In the cave, a box of scraps. Scraps.
So after all this, do I wake up at all? Or am I still...
You're still
I'll say you wake up. I kind of want to just make you make a perception check and see if Syrax has just slept through the whole thing. But I'll say at this point, like you wake up and like.
I just know that I'm in. I just wake.
Yeah.
I wake up, but I just know I'm in chains, and I open my eye. I wake up, and
I kind of whisper, "We're in some shit."
What the? Let me. I need to get out of
No.
this thing.
No, Syrax, they're going to kill us.
Well, I'm gonna kill them.
Well, they're going to kill us first. You're chained, and I got shot.
It was odd.
I show him my leg. Yeah.
What happened? How did I not? How did I not wake up?
I don't
Really
know.
good wine.
Yeah.
I don't
Really,
know,
really
jerk,
good.
but I've been shot.
I'm gonna make this day.
I look at the guards. Hey, you too. Here, and I slide a couple of blades over. They're good.
They pick them
Part
up
of our
and look at
arrangement.
them.
I'm making weapons. Take them.
One of them.
I want to note that these blades are not super dull or not super sharp. I have not told them that, and they probably wouldn't be super aware unless they try to stab me.
Okay. You look at it and they kind of do a perception shit. What's it called? They look like blades to them. They don't really notice. It's like the thing's too technical for them to really pay much attention to it, so they're kind of just once overing it, so they kind of glance over and don't really notice the dullness of the blades. And one of them leaves the room with them to go and take them to Oz. And the other one's still in there.
And I continue working. Except for I stop and I pull out my armor pieces that I've been working on, and I start fusing them together. And I look at the guard. Is he looking at me, or is he just like, I don't, like nonchalantly not caring?
He's kind of nonchalantly not caring for the most part. Like he's kind of observing what's happening, but he's no clue what's happening. Like he doesn't know what you're doing, and even then, like Oz told you to make armor.
Yeah.
So you're putting armor pieces together as far as he's aware. That's the armor you're meant to be making. So
This is going to be the armor that I'm making is definitely Mark 1 armor. It's very crappily put together.
Nice.
okay,
You're
Tony.
really making your Mark 1 armor in a cave.
I am legitimately making my armor with a box of scraps.
I love it.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you got a signal for me when the time comes?
I don't know what the game is. I'm just making this.
We start charging it, you have to run out there blasting your gun before him
Look,
so that it finishes charging, just like in the first movie.
I kind of whisper to Syrax, honestly, I don't have a plan. I'm hoping Cassian and Seraphine do something.
You working on something there? Are you working on stuff for them?
This is for me. You said I needed to be better with combat. I'm trying.
Just say when, and I'll do my best to break out of here.
And I'm kind of like next to Syrax, since this guard really doesn't give a crap. I'm like next to him, but I'm welding like the different parts together. And then I kind of carve out take a tool and kind of open up like the hatch that the power source would go into. And then I just start working on the helmet. And I take the gauntlet that I was working on earlier and kind of put those together. This is so untested. And I'll just kind of scroll in some stuff, and I'll just continue working on this for a couple hours.
You guys kind of just keep working away in there and keep trying to put the suit together. And sorry, you're able to move about a little bit. You can get up and move briefly kind of around the place, but you don't have a lot of range.
Since I'm close to him, is he close to help me with the armor, and we could whisper? I'm here, hold this, and I'll kind of weld.
Yeah, it's close enough to do that sort of stuff because you told them that you need them as an assistant, so they've allowed kind of certain movements for that.
I trust you. I'll wait.
Yeah, it's more like you're going to have to take stuff over to him so that he can hold it and move or stuff. He can't move with you around the room freely or anything. Just because Oz does not trust him being here.
Yeah.
But while you guys are doing that, back out to the streets for Cassian and Seraphine.
Okay.
So you guys are still out.
Are we getting close to where?
Chaos. You're starting to get closer to the building, but it is absolute insanity out in the streets right now.
All right, so we're kind of running, kind of hunched down, and I'm I'm talking to Seraphine. All right, Seraphine, what are you good at? What's your specialty?
Killing things. Very well.
I look down at her blades. I'm assuming you're good with those.
Yeah.
Okay. As much as I hate to admit it, I can't have Ori's death on my conscience, much less Tanyth. We need to do something.
Okay.
And, God, I hate to say this. This is probably going to end badly. I need to talk with Oz. As me. I think I know what he wants.
Okay, that sounds like a horrible plan.
It probably is, but I think it's the only way through this to save Ori and Tanyth and stop this madness. Unless you have a better plan. I made the plan last time. I'm open to ideas.
Well, okay, so so you would just go in there and think that giving him what he wants is going to make him release them?
Well, of course I'm not going to give him what he wants. I'm going to make him think I'm going to give him what he wants. I'm the only one who knows what it is.
Or he's way too valuable to him.
I understand that, but I'm the only one who knows what it is, and what I think he wants, is more valuable than Ori could ever be to him. The artifact that we found, Seraphine, not only is the painting priceless, you could not put a monetary amount of value on it, but it unlocks the secrets to the arcane. It's some piece of a puzzle, I don't know what. Obviously, I'm not that well versed in magic myself, but it unlocks something big, and it has the potential to change the face of this city. And I think that's what he's after. And I'm the only one who knows what it is.
Of course you are.
He's going to need something from me. And that's worth more than Ori could ever mean to him. It's worth more than any weapon or any weapons, amount of weapons that he could make.
Well, then, playing devil's advocate, all right? Well, then, can't we just call Ori collateral damage for that not to fall in the wrong hands?
Cassian kind of goes quiet. We could, but he's too valuable. I don't know if you know this, but he's one of the best artificers I've ever seen. He can make anything. And we need that. We need that type of person on our team. And I'm lying right now. It's not the reason I want to save him.
With my abs.
You're not supposed to tell me that.
I know, I'm not telling you that. I'm saying I don't know if you want me to make a deception roll is why I said that.
You don't need to bring that up.
It's my 8-pack.
Quiet, Thomas.
Whatever. Just continue.
I love you. All right.
I'm bored.
I mean, Ori really wasn't that nice to me to begin with. And he still hasn't paid me for being his bodyguard, even though I've been a really crappy bodyguard.
One thing Ori is good on is his word. So if he said he would pay you, he will pay you. He's supremely useful, Seraphine. I know he's annoying AF, as they say.
Mm.
And he has very weird tendencies. I get this. But we need him. As much as I hate to say it.
All right. Well, what happens if this goes south? We just die?
Well,
Is there a backup plan? How would I not die? You think I'm letting you go in there by yourself? You're an artist. You'll get taken advantage of in like the first second.
There's more weapons than swords and blades, dear. And I wink. If you want to go in with, by all means.
Are you talking about your short sword? Wink, wink.
My dagger?
If that's what you want to call it.
No, I was just now saying there's more weapons than a blade. I literally just said that.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? I laugh in the face of danger. So let's go.
Alright, let's do this. And I shape chain back into my original outfit with the long trench coat and the, what do you call it? Cravat. And the gold chains on my waist.
Just to make it clear, I am acting as your bodyguard because you need one. And if we make it out of there, we're gonna have to negotiate. But right now, we just gotta get in there. Get this done.
I have a question, Cross.
Mm-hmm.
Would you allow me to cast Minor Illusion to make her appear bigger than she is? Obviously, if anybody touches you, it goes away.
Yeah.
If not, no worries. I just have to ask.
I would say that yes, you would be allowed to cast it, but if you're going in for a meeting with Oz, he's going to pat you guys down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, if you cast it on her, there's chances are someone's going to touch her. And at least noting her weapons and figuring out where they are. She'll still be able to have them on her, but they'll be, like, she'll be checked and they'll be noted, so.
I look at Seraphine. Okay. That's not going to work. They're definitely going to pat you down. And me. Just get ready to hand over your weapons, because it is what it is. We're going to have to talk our way out of this. Unless things go sideways and you can grab your blade, then go for it.
We'll see what they do.
I pull my jacket down, like run my hand through my hair. Okay, let's do this.
This is what I
And
live for.
actually, I pause right before we take one step, and I'm like, wait. I reach in my pocket and pull out a business card with my face on it,
Oh,
and
gosh.
just hand it over. Probably going to need that.
What?
Just keep it close. And as I hand it to her, the writing lights up. If you get in a pinch, just use it.
Okay.
Trust me.
Use the
She tucks it in.
I imagine like they hand the business card over with a picture, your name's not on it, and it just kind of like appears in the kind of cursive like signatures, like magically across it.
All right, so yeah, we walk in, we just walk straight in.
Because we're
You
smart.
guys head straight in. As you come to the front door, there's clockwork men there, and they kind of like cross their guns over and block the doorway. State your business.
I pull
Hey guys!
pull the sleeves out of my long jacket and kind of dust off my collar. We're here to see the big man, Ozzy Osbourne. That's what they call him, right? That's the nickname I hear. Actually, I have a present for him. I'm going to reach in my pocket. I pull out a piece of paper that's in a sealed envelope. Actually, you know what? I'm going to hold on to that. We're here to speak with Oz.
And why would Oz want to speak with you?
I know where something is that I think he wants. I'm pretty sure that's worth way more than that idiot Artificer that you have locked up and his concubine, the Dragonborn.
I think he might need a little bit more specificity than that.
No, you're not.
Oh,
Your pay grade is not high enough to know this information, dear. And I'm looking at him when I say this.
What's your name?
Cassian Vale, darling. Pleasure to meet you.
They pass a message through to Oz, and the two of you are allowed to enter in.
I lift up my jacket and show him my daggers.
They pat you down, and all weapons have to be left here. You're not going to get in to see Oz with any weapons on you.
of course
Seraphine.
not.
Just hand him
All
over.
right, all right.
Do they check my arm?
They pat you down. They do pat the arm. You still have your hidden blade on there.
Mm-hmm.
What's this in the arm?
Oh, shoot.
It's bracer.
Silly me. I wear gauntlets because I have carpal tunnel from painting. I'm a painter. I don't know if you know this. I own a studio that you guys almost destroyed, actually, which was not very nice of you.
Make me a deception check.
I got a 27.
Ooh.
All right. You let it
Seraphine also forgot about the dagger that Cassian gave to her because she thought it was so insignificant.
All right. Are you trying to keep the dagger on you?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
That'd be great.
Make me a deception check then.
Oh, boy. I got an 11. Wait.
Bardic.
Yeah, I got a 13.
No, we rolled a 17 in his perception.
Mother fudge cake.
Hey, what's this here? He pulls out the little dagger.
Oh,
Try to
that's
slip
my
something.
fault. I actually just found that on the ground before we got here, and I handed it to her. I can't carry it in this.
I don't
It would
even
ruin the whole ensemble.
remember you giving this to me.
Yes, it was my fault. It's an honest mistake. I found it on one of the dead villages that you murdered on the way here.
They give you like
Dadgubbit.
one last pat down just to double check, and like, all right, you can go in now. And
You good?
One of the
And
guards,
as we're walking away, I look at Seraphine. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
And then I pull down my sleeve and show her my hidden blade. And slide it back up.
You are escorted by one of the guards into the room. It's like, well, doesn't my day just keep getting more and more interesting? Here I am, got my weapon manufacturer now in-house, doing his job, making us the weapons that we need here. Took him a little convincing, mind you, but he knows where his bread's buttered, if you know what I mean. And then the guy that he's been hanging about with, but we all thought he was dead, shows up at my front door. Of course I had to let you in to see what was going on. Why the hell do I want to see you? What have you got to show me, apparently?
Well, first of all, I've heard a lot about you, Oz. It's a pleasure to finally meet you face to face. This is a lovely place you have here.
Get to the point.
It's amazing what you've done with it.
Yes.
Anyways, I know you have the Artificer and his sidekick. Is that what you would call him? I look at Seraphine. Sidekick?
Assistant?
Assistant? He helps him build things. Anyways.
Yeah,
I don't know who you think I am. But I own the studio that you trashed earlier this evening. I'm a painter by trade.
Yeah. You're the painter. You're one of the ones responsible, I'm assuming, for the missing painting at the Remender household.
The very
The
one.
one that Ori was apparently at, even though he says it's nothing to do with what was going on there, which...
Ori had no idea what we were doing there. He merely helped provide a distraction because he's an oaf, as well as his concubine.
Concubine?
Sorry, it's funny
love
to
the
me.
fact that you're just writing on his concubine. Try to make it stick.
Ori is seething. He doesn't hear you, but he senses it.
He had no idea. I tell people what I want them to tell him, especially in that scenario.
So,
You
I tell
can't
you
fault
what,
him.
though, I'm not much one for artwork myself. I get told what's meant to be special and what's meant to be important. But I'll tell you what I am interested in, though, is apparently special artifacts that grant special abilities. And apparently there was something that Ori was looking into, and I can't help thinking that it's got to do with why he was at the Remender place and why a painting was being stolen. It all feels like it should be interconnected, don't you think?
Cassian just smiles and kind of leans against the wall that's close. Kind of looks down and ruffles his shirt again. You're not wrong, Oz. It's all connected. But again, you're missing a key piece of information. Ori knew none of this. I was the one who went in to the household of the Remenders and secured the artifact, which I alone know where it is. And I want to tell you that I know you think Ori is valuable for whatever weird and perverted reason he is to you, along with his doppelganger, but I assure you that the artifact that we have secured is worth 20 Oris.
Do you know what a doppelganger is?
Probably not.
Isn't he a doppelganger?
He just uses
anyway?
words that he thinks sound cool. He doesn't have high
He's a
intelligence.
doppelganger.
Well, you see, this all sounds really, really fascinating, except for the fact of I just keep hearing the words artifact. How do I know this thing is of any worth? How do I know it's not just some old vase from some sort of past gone world that used to be special and is now just nothing? It's like no one seems to be able to tell me what the hell it is and
Well-
why it should replace my chief weapons maker.
Well, judging by what you're saying, you've already heard of it. Yes, you've heard rumors of said artifact. You know it exists. I'm here to tell you that the artifact is real. The people that hired me And the person I was with paid us good money and gave us a very good reward to get it. The painting alone, again, the painting alone is worth almost more than this city. Not even to mention what it unlocks. The secrets of it unlocking arcane magic that could change the face of this city. I don't know if any of that is accurate, but the painting alone is worth it's invaluable.
The painting's definitely of value, but like I said, I'm not one much for painting, but magical artifact in a world where there are so few of those.
Yes.
That catches me eye, but you see, there's so many rumors out there. Do you even know what artifact it leads to?
There are rumors that it's been studied for years. There's a vein, so to speak, of arcane energy that runs through this city, runs through this land. And this artifact is part of the key. It's part of the puzzle that taps into this vein of arcane energy for whoever wants to use it. They'll become a god, basically, us. It's not the only person I've heard it from who sent me into the Remenders. I've heard it from several different sources, some of which I trust with my life. Not that that means anything to you.
No, because, I mean, let's be honest, you're a changeling, so you're kind of a bullshitter by trade, am I right?
I mean, that's very accurate. I could be lying, and it could be worth nothing. And I could just be coming in here for no reason at all. Or I could be telling the truth, and you'll lose out on the biggest find of your life. And then your bosses won't be happy. Because you do have a boss, Oz.
Does this key have a name?
I call it Princess. It's the key to the kingdom.
Make me a deception check.
Shoot!
Oh no.
18.
Ooh.
Say I do believe you about this key to this arcane energy. This power that runs through the sea. You're clearly here to trade, or to put something forward, or goodness knows what.
Just
What do I have to do to get me hands on that paint?
Just give us back the Artificer and Oath. And if you have any whereabouts of Tanyth, I would also like that. If you kill them, by the way, you will never find the painting. I will make sure of that.
Yeah, but how do I know that the painting's gonna end up in my hands if I let them go?
You know where I live. Do you not? You were there this morning, with your heavy breathing and musk, which is not quite pleasant, I may add. It lingers in the air, still in my nostrils. You know a bath would suit you well every now and then, Oz, and I chuckle.
You know what? I quite like you, Cassian. You got some balls to you. I like it. See, I do know where you live, but the thing is, I don't know the painting's there. I don't know If that's where it's been held, I don't know if I'll let them go if you're going to bring it to me, if I need to come and get it. I don't know. So what's your plan on getting it?
Here's the thing.
Lay it out to me. How is this going to work?
You let them go. I will go retrieve your painting. And I'll bring it back to you within 2 hours. If I do not, my shop, my paintings, my life, is yours. I have nothing to lose. Us. Other than my shop, which is everything to me. So I guess I do have something to lose.
Yeah.
Well, you may not have much to lose, but he kind of stands up for his desk. A man in my position is pushing for control. I've got everything to lose.
I know.
I clawed my way up to the position I'm in.
Uh-oh.
And I don't intend to fall backwards. And I don't intend to stop at Bloodhaven. To get the rest of the city, I need something of power like that.
Sounds like you may be able to use some arcane abilities if they presented themselves. I feel like that's a fair statement.
I could. Because you see, I do know what the rumors of the back of a painting that's been missing for a long time have on it. In fact, it's an item that can't be reproduced, and I know that for a fact because I've tried many a time. Do you ever wonder, and he picks up a packet of shine. You ever wonder where we got shine from? The drug that we make, the Clockwork Men put out there. People go crazy for this stuff because of what it does to them. We use the failed experiments. Because you see, it's impossible to recreate a Philosopher's Stone. And I've tried. Do you even fully understand what a Philosopher's Stone can do?
As I'm going to be straight with you, I've never been one for magic myself. It's above my pay grade. I'm a tools of the trade man, and I look at my hands and they have paint on them.
You see, we've tried to create the power of the Philosopher's Stone time and time again. But you see, it's not even just magic, it's reality-altering power. The closest we ever got ends up in these bags, and that's why it blows people's minds so much, because it's the closest that the material world can get to it. But the actual stone changes everything. It could change the layout of the city, it changes the power dynamics, it allows us absolute control. And to get that final win in the war for Dawnhaven. Apparently, if the painting that you took is the one that has been rumored, on the back is the directions to where the Philosopher's Stone can be found.
Let me ask you a question, Oz, if I may. Do you even know what to do with the stone once you find it? And why is control of Dawnhaven so important to you and your lackeys?
None of that's really your worriment right now, is it, Cassian? Your worriment is if I can get something that gets me hands on the Philosopher's Stone. You get your little winged boyfriend and his pet dragon back. Bring me the painting. I'll let them go.
No. You let them go first, or you'd never see the painting. That's the deal. No takesies, backsies. If you want the painting, Oz, you let them go now. Otherwise, you will see the ashes scattered across the sky and never touch it.
Are you trying to persuade or intimidate? Either way, make the check.
That's a good question. I'll do persuade. Oh, I got a nat 20.
Nice.
Alright.
Oz, don't screw with me. I may not have brawn. I may not have the fighting skills. But one thing I do have is my word. Most of the time.
Do
You let them go. I'll bring you the painting.
Same thing to you, Mr. Vale. Don't screw with me. You do? I will rain hellfire down on whatever little in this world you care about. You've got to the end of tomorrow to bring it to me. Alright?
Heard.
Come
It
on.
was a pleasure doing business with you.
He takes you out of the office and takes you down to the lab.
I look at Seraphine side-eye and kind of my eyes are kind of big.
Do we hear them coming? Footsteps
Yeah.
or anything?
You hear footsteps coming along.
As they do this, I quickly open my bag and use my arcane to pull the suit in the bag. It collapses on itself and goes in the bag. I don't want Oz to see it.
Alright. How we doing, Ori?
Well, my leg hurts.
Oh, it's a shame.
Or did you urinate on yourself?
No, I got shot.
Oh,
That's blood.
that's awful.
Yeah, he shot me
I
in
look
the leg.
at Syrax. Syrax?
Cassian.
Oz. I think we're just saying names. We're not doing that.
I look at Seraphine and go, Seraphine?
All right, guys, come on.
Oz, if Cassian is here, that must mean you get to keep your head another day.
You broke up,
Yeah.
what'd you say?
I was saying, Oz gets to keep his head another day since Cassian's here.
You see, your friend Cassian came and we had a little conversation. He was a bit more forthcoming with information than you were, Ori, about the heist that you all partook in and what was actually taken.
You told you I didn't know anything, right? Because I didn't.
And I look at Alice. I told you. I told him what I wanted him to hear.
But he's made a little deal that he's gonna bring the painting to me so we can find the artifact on it. And in return, he's managed to negotiate that you two get to walk out of here.
Really, Oz, you're just gonna let me walk out.
I look at Ori, without trying to get attention from Oz, and I'm like,
I don't believe
Shut
that.
up, shut up.
I can't. You physically can't.
You can all leave, but we made a deal he's got until the end of tomorrow to bring me the painting. Otherwise, all of you have the clockwork pen rain down hellfire upon all of you.
I gave your men the weapons. Or at least a few.
You did. Good boy. See, when you've got the right sort of pressure applied, you can do some good work, Ori. It's amazing.
I was gonna give you one too, but you shot me. So
Not
That
gonna
was
lie,
a dick
that might have-
move. I was
it was.
just saying.
I run a gang in the lower part of the city. You think I'm offended being called a dick?
Well, you know.
I mean, either way,
Herbs.
it's fine with me. I've been called a dick so many times. It's
I
just
mean-
like my nickname now.
Let's be
Several
honest.
times
just,
by me.
Correct.
Let's be honest, Ori. I was living out a bit of a fantasy. I bet many people in this city have met you want to shoot you as well. So
Yeah.
Oh, you said fantasy. I thought you were talking about something else.
Oh god.
no, that's definitely just for you two. I'm not about the way
Pitch
you
down.
like him. It's a bit,
Wait, what are we talking
yeah.
about? I don't understand.
Ori, just get out of the great cage area.
Let Syrax go.
We're
Unlock
going
his
to let
chains.
him go. Calm yourself down. We're going to let him out. You going to be nice, big fella, if we take the chains off?
I nod at Syrax like,
If we're allowed to leave, then yeah.
You guys can leave. You cause a scene, we start blasting, but if you're going to leave quietly, then we're going to hold nothing against you.
Sorry.
And they take the collar and the shackles off her. Syrax.
and my bird.
Oz pulls out the bird and like throws it and it ding, ding, ding.
I pick him up, put him in my bag.
I'm so glad you sent that bird out, by the way, because otherwise we'd have no idea that you were still alive, Ori, until we seen your bird. In fact, we tracked it back to where you were. Because, I mean, it's a tracking bird, right? That's what you've used it for before. We just followed it and it led it right back to where you were.
The Cassian goes,
Oh,
My bad.
vomit.
Mubby.
All right.
All
Let's
right,
go.
but all that you can leave. Cassian, I expect to see you tomorrow night.
Let's just walk away.
All right.
Alright, let's get the
I
hell
stick
out of here.
kind of near Syrax. We'll talk at your shop.
I look at his leg. Can I make a perception check, like how his leg is doing? Like
Yeah,
how
you
hard he
make a
is?
perception check.
Yeah, I got a 10.
Yeah, even at a 10, you can tell his knees like pretty effed up. It's looking bad.
In the meantime, I have put something on to at least be able to walk like almost like a brace kind of thing.
Yeah, from the scraps and stuff that were in there, you're able to build yourself a kind of brace to at least you're. In my head, you're walking kind of like Whistler in like the Blade movies now, like this little like leg brace. You're kind of like.
I'm penguin walking.
How does it feel to have your legs, one of your legs taken from you?
Would cure wounds or anything like that do anything to help, or no?
It would probably do a little bit of healing to it, but like the thing's really badly
Okay.
damaged.
Or you need to rest, my friend.
I'm all right. Let's just go.
You guys are allowed to leave, and you guys collect your weapons and stuff and your different things when you're heading out.
I look at Seraphine. So that went as well as I expected.
Yeah, we're totally screwed.
Are we?
Not
Just,
quite.
are we still
You're outside
walking?
in the streets. I will say, by the way, the streets are still chaos. Like there's still riots going on.
I look at. Let's not talk until we get there. Just stay quiet.
Okay.
Stay down. And we make it. Do we make it back to a shop?
Yeah, you
Close
guys
the
managed
door.
to make it through and the shop. But the Clockwork Men aren't fussing with you. If you're not fussing with them, they don't really pay much mind.
Syrax,
Just
bar
walk.
the doors.
Gotcha.
I need to sit down. Also, I need to throw up. I just throw up. Oh, I've been holding that in.
I put
Oh,
empty canvases in the windows so people can't look in. And I take the actual painting and I roll it out on the table. And then I take my reproduction and I roll it out right beside it. It's not quite done. I flip the painting over and I'm just like voraciously looking at the back of it to see if I can see anything. I have it on the table and I'm like running my hand down the back of it.
I look at it and just kind of taken aback a little bit. Huh.
Ori, are you able to decipher any arcane energy in this? There's apparently a map on the back of this painting, and I need to reproduce it.
I look at it. This is all bullshit. All of it. It's not real.
What do you mean? You mean arcane is not real? Or this
No.
painting?
This whole stone thing, it doesn't exist.
Well, Oz very much seems to think so, and he thinks
Oz is an
this.
idiot. Doesn't exist.
Okay, my goal though is to make him think that he has the original.
Well, I know.
So
I'm
if
just
it-
telling you, for your knowledge, it doesn't exist. Something like that, a power source that powerful, it's not real.
How do you
Fake.
know?
Yeah, how do you know?
You couldn't call me and Tanyth opposite sides of the coin. She hunted artifacts. I occasionally found them.
Okay.
Most of what I found was inert. I heard rumors of this thing. These people I worked for, they sent me to it. I heard rumors of this thing, and I got there, and it wasn't there. It was fake. It didn't exist. It was a load of crap. It made me broke. That's why I ended up here. It's all bull crap. It's a facade.
Why didn't you
Doesn't
tell Oz
exist.
that?
And I tell us that because he's a psychopath. And honestly, you think he let me go? You think giving him this is gonna let me and Syrax go? No. The minute you hand this to him, he's gonna put a bullet in you, and probably Syrax, and I'm gonna be enslaved to him. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh, I knew that going in there.
No matter what, we're not gonna let that
We
happen.
can't go back. We can't go back. No, the painting, give it to him. I don't. You could leave it for him. I don't care.
Okay.
If you
What
want to
is-
keep it, if you think it's worth something, keep it. Put it in my bag of holding.
Ori,
I'll hold it.
of
he won't
course,
find
it's
it.
artifact aside. This thing is worth more than the city.
Put it in my bag. He won't find it. You give him the fake.
I need to finish reproducing. That's why I'm asking you. I need to know, even though you think this is hokey, I need to know what's on the back of this painting, so I can try to reproduce it to the best of my ability on the fake.
Flip it.
I'll
I'm
flip
not
it over.
as good as Tanyth is, or was, still alive, but I opened my notebook, the ones that I were copying and taking notes from Tanyth. I open it up, and what do I find? Do you want me to roll for it?
I'll say, based on the stuff that you've seen in the past, you are able to, like, the writing that's on there, it was an older writing, but you're able to recognize most of it. From your experience in the past, you definitely recognize the writing and are able to translate some of it. Make me a history check. See how much you remember of it.
Oh my gosh. I'm done with these dice. I rolled in that one. Nope, not that dice. That's a
Dude,
crappy
tonight,
dice.
Tonight, we've just not done well.
Gosh, I'm rolling horrible tonight.
Ditto.
I
I put
don't.
my
I'll be honest, Cassian. I don't fully remember, honestly. Tanyth is. I hunted these things to use for power, not for the how to find them. I guess that's Tanyth's role. Mine is taking the object and using it to create, not finding it.
what
What-
type of
what-
power? What specifically? What are we talking about? I know it taps into the arcane. I know all of that. What are we talking about?
Well, if some artifacts that I know about can create energy. And that energy can be unlimited. You see, this Philosopher's Stone or whatever, it might not only possess... This is a rumor, this is, once again, I don't know. It may
Cassian,
not...
Make me a perception check. You as well, Seraphine.
Okay. Yeah, 9.
I got a 14.
How does he know it's a Philosopher's Stone? The only times you've heard that were when Tanyth said it to you in the room when you had the painting and in the room with Oz. Both times, Ori wasn't there. How does he know it's a Philosopher's Stone?
Ori?
Anyway, so something like the Philosopher's Stone
hold
could
on,
take
hold
the
on.
power...
Hold on. I never said it was a Philosopher's Stone.
Well, that's just one example of something out there. That I saw it in Tanyth's notebook. It said Philosopher's Stone.
What is the Philosopher's Stone?
Well, the BS rumor is that it could bring people back to life, but it also, what some don't know, is that it also possesses energy as well. But once again, it's all crap. It's not real. People think that it could bring people back to life. My theory is that not only it does that, but the way it does it, if it existed, would be probably arcane energy restoring life. Takes when you die, and then the energy from a person's death becomes magic, and that magic is harnessed in stone. So if you have the stone and someone's dead, you take their energy and reform it back into you. But that energy can be redirected to build machines.
I look at Seraphine.
But that's
do you
all
understand what he's saying?
bull crap.
Well, I mean, okay, maybe I can. I don't know if I can help, but maybe
I don't understand.
I can take a peek at it, just because my mentor, Night Fury, she got me involved in the arcane, and that's how I became a blood hunter, was because of her.
So can you decipher this, Seraphine?
I can take a look at it, no guarantees, but I could try. She taught me a little bit.
Doesn't exist. It's a waste of time.
I mean, if you want me to.
Yes, and I look at Ori. Ori, I think you're not telling me everything, my friend.
I mean, I
there's not
don't
much to
trust either
tell.
one of you fools. Y'all always be lying.
You know what?
I don't always lie, but...
I realized, Seraphine, that I
got a natural 20.
I walk over to you and I hand you a bag of coin. 50 gold. This is what I owe you.
Oh, thanks. Okay, maybe
I look
not
at
so much
look
of
at
a-
Seraphine. Told you.
Now, this does pay out till like the end of the week, so I do need you to keep doing what you're doing.
I got your back. I got
She
your
had
back.
some choice words for you, my friend, but I told her one thing you are not is a word breaker.
I do.
So-
I keep my word because I physically can't not do that.
And we know this.
All right, so she just starts looking at the painting, ignoring both of you.
Alright, there was an actual 20 you got.
Yeah.
On an actual 20, an arcane check, you have definitely seen references that are on here before. Not the actual painting itself, obviously, but you've definitely seen references to this and have definitely heard references to the Philosopher's Stone before. And this is lining up with the stuff that your old mentor has shown you and talked about. And not only that, it kind of lines up with you maybe know where the directions could be leading. Find
Okay.
out. So you would need to check into it and look into kind of what you think off the top of your head, but you've got a good strong inkling of like, I might know where we need to go to try and find this.
BS or not, or we should do this.
We need a plan. Because if we go in there, said Oz is gonna shoot you 3, and then I'm gonna be working for him for life. We need to.
He said for me to bring him the painting. He didn't say I needed to do it in person. I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know about all that. I don't know if he would be down for
Your
that.
bird knows where he is.
Yes, but I'm gonna do something, just a tad bit different. Zach's buddy, I'm gonna need your, and I open him up and take this little like round ball. It's like almost magical. All right, this is coming with me, and I'm gonna have to build something else to go in him because this is him. The bird is just a shell, so I don't want to lose him because he's my buddy. So I'm gonna have to put something fake in here. That way, this one doesn't come back. This one just stays. But yes, I could have him deliver it like a one-way ticket.
I know a liar when I see one, and I believe you, or I don't think he's going to let us live. So I think we need to at least give ourselves a head start. And we can do that by sending him the fake painting. He's going to realize it's fake. I know this, but it will buy us some time, at least.
Yeah, and Tanyth needs to hurry back if she's coming with us. If she's still alive.
Tanyth might be dead.
She is probably dead.
She's not dead.
How is she not dead?
I just know her. I know her. We do need to find her before we leave, though. I can't leave without her. And Ori, before we leave, I will need your help setting up the shop for their visit, which I'm assuming is coming.
Oh, I can help with that. And I pull something out of my bag and just slap it to you. It's a remote trigger. I just have to set up the rest of it.
He holds it in his hand and just sighs. And just slips it into his pocket.
Syrax,
Yeah?
I need your help.
You got it. What do you need?
Let's go. And I'll take him. Sure you want to do this?
Let's do it.
Cassian?
I'm sorry, I did leave. Did we find out what was on the back of the painting, like the map and everything?
Yeah, Seraphine was able to decipher and basically the instructions that are on it. It's not really a map as much as it is instructions.
Okay.
But she pretty much has seen this stuff before and has a fairly decent idea of where you would need to go and what you would need to do.
Yeah.
Seraphine, you are incredible. I did not know you could do that.
I have my skills.
You know what? Since
Right.
it's hokey anyway, we could change a few details on the back of that painting.
Mm-hmm.
Things that we'll just copy what Tanyth had in her notebook because it was obviously wrong. I mean, the whole thing is wrong, but that was really wrong.
Of course, we're
You
not going to
might
give them
think
the
it's
real
wrong, but
directions.
Maybe you were wrong the first time, and this one's the right one.
We're not going to give them the real
I think that's
directions.
how that works.
Of course.
No, lead them really wrong.
That's the purpose of the head start.
No,
Ori.
like really wrong.
Like draw a dick butt on it? Is that what you're talking about?
No, that's not. That's not.
No.
We have to make it believable, guys.
Oh,
I'll help
I
you,
misunderstood.
Cassian. I'll
No.
help
Have you ever heard? Ori kind of laughs himself. In my slight travels, especially being in this plane, I came across this this cave
of
of
wonders?
terrifying beast. Let's lead him there.
will they die?
I don't know.
Good chance, at least.
Knowing them, no.
He shot me in the leg, so screw him.
Let's go. Let's do this. So I start painting. I start trying to finish the front of the painting and making it as close as I can to the original. And then once that's dry, I'll flip it over and start working on the back. And I'll be like kind of chatting with Seraphine. I'm like, does this look right? Compared to this is slightly off. Does this need to be accurate? This part right here.
Just do it a little bit like this, and yeah, keep it like that. But if we really want to send them the wrong way, do this.
This line right here.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
As we're working and basically arming the shop, me and Syrax, I look at him. Hey, buddy, I know things have been tough. And, I say, see what they want. Let's, go pick up Tanyth. No matter what happens, me and you get out of here. You know, far away from here as possible. I know we want to kill Oz, but that might not be in our cards right now.
Nope. And I need to learn not to rush in headfirst into things either, because if I would have done that, it would have been bad news for everybody, just like the first time.
Yeah, it's all right, bud. I know. Look, I'm working on a couple projects that might benefit us both, but I need to stay alive for that. So,
Yeah.
if we get where we need to go, pick up Tanyth, we get out of here. We run as far away, get far away from the city. I don't care where we go, just away from these people. I don't know if you have some people we can go to, but I kind of can't go back to my plane of existence. So,
Nope, I got nobody, you know. Like I've probably said like before, I don't I don't have anybody. I don't have much memory of any family or anything, or friends like you're all I've had. So wherever we go, we'll start new.
we can always go to the pirate cities of Suportuga. That could be fun. I don't think I could be a pirate though. That would be a horrible profession.
I've heard there's an Heragon pirate there that's pretty notorious. Or rumors, obviously.
Well, wherever we go, you know I got your back because you had mine. You took me in and you brought me off the streets. So I owe you.
I have these best friend lockets for us. I'm just joking.
They're magnetic.
He cuts out the lock of his hair and puts it in it.
Wow. Wow.
That's for Cassian.
Oh gosh, guys.
So, Cassian, as he's kind of wrapping up the painting, is going to go over to Ori. Ori, you know that explosion at the Remendas?
Yeah.
Can you do that times like 6?
Yeah.
It needs
Done.
to go out.
Are you talking about
It
for
needs to
this
go.
shop?
Yes, it needs to go out and up. I don't want these stores affected. Obviously, the windows are shattered. That's a given, but just do your best.
Syrax, we may need to make some adjustments.
Look, anyone who comes in here with nefarious means, I intend to eliminate them with this. You understand?
Yeah.
Whether that's Oz or his henchman that he sends because he's too much of a coward to come himself.
Yeah. All right. So what is the plan once
Do we know
fake Zax delivers the painting? We go get your friend Tanyth?
we need to get Tanyth? I think we need to get Tanyth first.
Yeah, I would get her first.
We can bring Jackson.
Zax.
Zaxby's.
I don't know what you're
We'll
saying.
bring Zaxby's and have him fly once we get Tanyth.
I have to build him a new body, but yes.
We have time. We have. I look at the clock on the wall. What time is it now? What would you say in the day, Cross?
From what you've been doing, I would say it's probably later in the day.
Like 9, 8, 9.
Yeah, probably
Okay.
something like that.
He said tomorrow, sunset, I'm assuming. That's how all the villains like it. So we have about 10 hours, give or take. Actually, I'm way off. About 22 hours. I was never the smartest one in my class.
Your math is terrible.
This has been the longest
That's
day
why-
of my life.
It's why I know the story. I suck at math. You, on the other hand, suck at art, but you're good at math. It's a give. Win-win? Is that what it's called? I don't know.
No.
Doesn't
I
matter.
I don't know.
Okay.
All
we
right, I'm
stay-
going to go
we
back
can
to
s-
work.
We can stay here tonight.
Alright.
And we leave first thing at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
One other thing. That's not right.
Right around the time I normally
Look,
awake. From
Oh,
slumber.
just shut up and go to bed. Do something. Paint a painting.
one of us,
Goodness.
I can't paint when
we-
I'm stressed.
we go up to your...
Why don't we get some chicken tendies? Gosh.
That sounds like a good idea. It's almost dinner time. It is past dinner time, and I have not... Wait, what day is it today?
Marge,
It's
she might have shifted
Thursday.
her schedule.
Thursday.
It's
It
Thursday.
is-
See you more often.
I do go eat at the Goliath and the Hare on Thursdays.
Aw,
I'm trying. Maud!
much.
We should go up to the top. I don't need the clockworkmen surprising us again while we sleep. We go up
Agreed.
to the top. Somebody keeps watch. If we need to leave, we just bust through the roof and... I don't know. I'll fly.
I'll keep watch.
Okay. I was gonna say I've had plenty of rest, so I can if you need me.
Okay.
We'll take shifts.
I think it'd be safer if we all go up to your attic area.
That sounds good.
We close ourselves in there, just in case.
I'll take first watch, big man, and I kind of backhand Cyrus gently on the chest. You want to take second?
Gotcha.
All right.
Alright. You all finish up your work, finish up the painting, finish up making the bird's new body, and head up to Cassian's attic to sleep the night and take it in shifts to make sure you're not jumped again.
When they go up, Cassian's going to go back to his bedroom and pull up some loose floorboards and pull out a satchel and a little black leather-bound book. Open it, pull out a picture, and slide it back in the notebook and wrap it with the twine and put it in his satchel and set it by the front door.
With that, that is where we're going to leave it for this evening.
Nice.
Yeesh. We're in a sticky situation.
A wee bit.
A wee bit. Hey,
Did we paint the town blue? Was there riots all around?
you.
Wow.
Oh, you didn't, but the clockwork men certainly did.
Oh, they definitely did. I got shot.
I got shot.
I
Ron was
got...
finally done with your crap, man. It's like he's just like, nope, I'm done now. Just done it.
I don't blame him. He's probably for the best.
But thank you so much for everyone joining us for this evening session. This one was a lot of fun. I can't believe we're only 3 sessions. I feel like so much has
No.
happened in these first 3
Yeah.
sessions. It's like it's kind of crazy.
So
to think about
different.
It is,
Oh,
man.
completely different. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's so much. I feel like it's so much more like RP and like talking and interacting.
it's
really
really
cool.
Yeah, there's a
interesting.
lot of roleplay to this one, but you're all doing awesome with it. Like the new characters are
It's so different
absolutely
than
brilliant.
What y'all had before. It's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
But I absolutely love what we're doing here. Thank you so much for everyone joining us for this. And goodness knows what we're walking into next week is the war really seems to be kicking off now. So join us for that. Join us for the trapped Cassian studio, the attempting of delivering a fake painting, finding Tanyth and making sure that she's still alive, and whatever chaos and insanity follows that.
Whatever the title of that's going to be is going to be interesting.
Goodness knows what I'm going to name next week's session. I don't even know. I might need to wait until after the session to name
one,
it,
and I'm not going to say
5 idiots and a homunculus. That's what it should be.
Thank you for joining us for this.
I'm an idiot.
We'll be back next Monday, 8:30, with the next session of this, but that doesn't mean that's the next time we'll be here. We'll be here all through the week on Twitch. Tomorrow night, it's going to be Spacehawks here with more South of Midnight, continuing his play through it. You want to try that again? You all right?
Yeah, I'll be playing more South of Midnight. It has been I've only gotten a few hours into the story, but it's a really cool game. Like, the art style is really sweet, so it'll be fun. Can't wait to play it. Hopefully my stream doesn't crash again, but
hopefully. Wednesday night I'll be co-streaming with our good friend Locksteady, as he has invited me to come and play Kill It With Fire 2 with him. He's playing that, so I'll be jumping into that. I have no idea what I'm getting in for with that. It's having a co-op mode now, so we'll be interested to see what happens in that game. Thursday night, the Gear Bros should be back with more Gears of War 2. We'll see. I think we've had less and more streams of that recently, but hopefully we're back for...
Really fast.
Yeah, the second one we've been struggling to get through.
And then, of course, Friday we'll be back again, another co-stream with Locksteady. This time it'll be our Friday night Marvel Rivals stream, and I cannot wait for that. We've been having an absolute blast on Friday nights with that. Also, as well, make sure to go and check out our YouTube channels, our comic book, gaming, and tabletop channels. And make sure to help us out and subscribe to those over there if you're interested in that content. You may have seen it on the socials, but on our social medias I posted today that we are actually so close to some small milestones there, with both the tabletop and comic channels only being a few subs away from hitting 200 subscribers, and the gaming channel only being a few subs away from hitting 100. So we're actually doing pretty awesome on those channels.
I can go ahead and say this, that the tabletop channel got another subscriber since you've made that post. So we're
nice.
We're now 16 away from 200.
Nice. Love to hear it. Yeah. Just having a look at it. That's awesome. So yeah, we are growing this channel slowly but surely, but any help you can give, we would greatly appreciate it. To keep up with all that's going on with Geeks Plus, make sure to go and follow us on all of our social media and join us in our Discord, where we talk about pretty much random crap most days and post random stuff most days. But join us for those conversations, because we have a lot of fun over there. Oh, nice.
I'm like, I don't even know if we have a command for that. I'm going to check, though. Sweet.
But thank you so much for hanging out with us, everyone. I hope you all have an absolutely amazing night. Remember, it is a good week to be a geek. Take care. We'll see you all next time. Peace.